Good afternoon, Raider baseball fans. We're here at the Diamond at Leander as your Rouse Raiders are set to take on the Leander Lions. It's the second game of a two-game matchup district-wise. Steve Kithill back on the mic with me tonight, or this afternoon. I say tonight, it's just habit. As we're playing a Saturday matinee game. It's baseball on Saturday. And we're glad you're tuning in. I'm Michael Francis alongside Steve Kithill as the Raiders come off of an interesting game last night, 19-6 win versus Marble Falls.
Definitely.
And
yeah, that was any win is a good win in this district right now. So to come out on a Friday night and get after them and have a convincing win there on the road, very good things going.
Right, and so it keeps the Raiders in the middle of the mix for a playoff spot in district. As we've previously mentioned, they take the four top teams out of the district, and the district run right now is a gamut. Cedar Park dropping one last night to Georgetown at Cedar Park.
At Cedar Park,
and I believe that was a 9-2 loss.
I think one.
Was it 9-1?
Yeah,
9-1 loss.
Kind of a beat down there.
So that puts Leander and Cedar Park tied for first in district
Correct.
right now.
Yep.
Rouse comes in to today, 16-6 overall, 4-3 in district with the victory over Marble Falls last night. Leander comes in at 13-10 overall, 6-1 in district, and one lone loss that they have to Cedar Park.
Yeah. So Leander has been playing really good ball, obviously, but you can tell by their record. But, you know, what they're doing well is they're winning the close games. They walked off against Liberty Hill in the first round of play.
First half of district, yeah.
First half of district. They won a close one, last night against, I believe it was Eastview, 7-5. Which is, 1 to 2 run ball games. They seem to be pulling all of those out. So.
Well, it just goes to show you the talent in this district is extremely close, and any one school can beat another in this district. That's just how good these teams are.
Any given day. Any given day.
Yeah, any given day. So the visiting Rouse Raiders, the lineup will be in the leadoff spot, number 3, Keegan Solomon in right field. And second spot, number 9, Carter Heinrich behind the plate. At first base, number 1, Drew Forcell. Batting fourth, 17, Colby Diaz at third base. Batting fifth in the order, number 8, Oscar Salazar in left field. The designated hitter this afternoon will be number 7, Ryan Galloway, and he will be hitting for the pitcher, number 13, Daniel Norris. Batting seventh, number 23, Lucas Sparshoe at shortstop, and batting eighth, number 12, Joe Sparshoe at second base, and rounding out the order will be the center fielder, number 6, Jake Alepa. Defensively for the Leander Lions, on the mound will be number 10, Adam Alexis getting the start. Number 21, Caden Sisson behind the plate. Number 18, Dylan Capers at first. Number 6, Jaron Cotton at second base. At third base, number 2, Garrett Landry. At shortstop, number 14, Noah Ruin. In left field, number 11, Caden Wheatley. In center field, number 12, Jamie Williams. And in right field, number 19, Alex Dunbar. It's Norris versus Alexis as we get ready to get underway here at the Diamond as the lineups are being introduced, and we will hear the national anthem, and then we'll get this thing underway.
Yeah, the pitching matchup today, Daniel Norris, I call him a crafty lefty. He doesn't throw one pitch straight. Everything comes out of his hand crooked and really can move the ball and pitches to weak contact. Adam Alexis is kind of a very different pitcher. He's a big, tall right-hander with a live fastball. When I say a live fastball, his fastball is going to move 2 to 3 inches, and that's a tough pitch to hit. So, anyways, he's more of a power / strikeout pitcher.
So this game today is the start of the second half of district play, as The Raiders lined up their first district game versus these same Leander Lions, and they dropped a heartbreaker 7-6 at Raider Field.
That was a tough game. I believe there were 30-mile-an-hour winds and lots of misplayed balls in that game. It was kind of a sloppy played game.
It was a brisk, cool night for that game.
I vividly remember your. Oh, we'll stop here for the national anthem.
And it's play ball here at the Diamond at Leander. Yes. And another thing, it's baseball time in Texas. Woo-hoo! As we get set to get underway in the second half of District 25 5A action this afternoon between your Rouse Raiders and the Leander Lions, a natural crosstown rivalry, as many of the original students came from Leander High School and split to go to Rouse. This is back at a time when there was only 4 district schools at that time, and that being Leander, Cedar Park, Vista Ridge, and Rouse.
Yeah, of course the area exploded, and the need for many more. We added Vista Ridge, or not Vista Ridge. We added Vandergrift and Rouse to the mix.
Vandergrift did Leander the following year.
Oh, okay.
They came in as not an alpha class, as Rouse did. They came in with a freshman and sophomore class when they actually opened the following year after Rouse. And then later on, Tom Glenn High School opened up. And so kids from Rouse.
And then Tom Glenn is here. Yeah, so there's...
So kids from Rouse and Leander ended up going to Tom Glenn, and so that made another natural rivalry between these 3 schools. So district contest. Today, leading off for the Raiders will be number 3, Keegan Solomon, followed by Carter Heinrich and Drew Forsell as we're set to get underway. Number 10, Adam Alexis on the mound for the Lions this afternoon. And we are good to go. Alexis winds and deals. Curveball in for a strike. The 0-1 pitch down and away for ball 1. That'll even the count. Beautiful afternoon here in Leander, Texas. Leander High School located just off of Baghdad Road. The 1-1 pitch gets the inside corner for a strike. Take the count 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Solomon lays off for ball 2 on a pitch down and away. And pretty good pitch selection there, Steve.
Not bad. Not bad.
The 2-2, that's inside for ball 3, and Solomon works the count full. Field nicely situated. Payoff pitch misses high for ball 4, and Alexis issues his first walk of the afternoon. That will bring up the catcher, Carter Heinrich.
That's a real important at bat or non at bat for Keegan. Always nice to have the leadoff hitter get on base. Chances of scoring go way up.
The throw over to first, not in time as Solomon dives back in. Quick little pickoff move from Alexis. Alexis comes set. He deals high for ball 1. We want to thank you for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball here on Saturday, joining us. I'm Michael Francis alongside Steve Kidhill as we bring you Raider Baseball action this afternoon. Pitch over to first, or throw over to
close.
First.
That was very close.
Was not in time, but that was closer than you'd really like to see. Solomon extends his lead. Pitch sails high for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Heinrich. Solomon again extending his lead at first. Alexis comes set. Throw over. Not in time. Alexis has thrown more throws over to first than he's actually to home plate.
A little bit bothered by the runner, definitely.
The 2-0, right at the top of the zone, called for a strike. Two and one the count to Heinrich. Alexis takes a look over, and he comes home. This one sails high for ball 3.
Adam seems to be having a little bit of troubles with following through. He's consistently high right now, high in the zone.
Three and one count to Heinrich. Alexis comes set. He'll come home, ball 4, and he's issued back-to-back walks to get this game started today. Sisson calls time. He's going to go out and talk to his pitcher, and the coach will join them as well. Drew Forcell will be coming to the plate, and Colby Diaz will be on deck for the Raiders. Colby Diaz, what a monster shot he hit last night on that 2-run homer.
That was very exciting to witness.
And there was no doubt, as soon as it came off the bat, you knew that thing was gone.
It just had a different sound, you know? Just the pure baseball to bat sound.
Alexis from the stretch. Forcell shows bunt and lays off and takes for a ball. So far, most of his pitches have been way up out of the zone.
Yep.
He's throwing really high. The 1-0.
Oh, good bunt.
And a bunt ends up going down the third base side. The throw over to first will be in time, but the sack bunt for Drew Forcell as he advances the runners to second and third base. And that will bring up Colby Diaz. Oscar Salazar on deck. 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the first. No score as of yet. Adam Alexis on the mound for the Lions. He pitches inside for a ball. And Diaz, obviously a very dangerous hitter, and he's throwing some high pitches right now. He really got to be concerned that he could put one right in Diaz's wheelhouse. The 1-0.
He's really flirting with danger right now.
That pitch misses outside, but that was a nice-looking pitch, to be honest. Sisson obviously thought so. He left that glove out there as he framed it.
Yeah, he tried to frame it.
The 2-0, a breaking ball. It gets the inside corner for a strike.
Interesting going to a breaking ball right there, 2-0. Kind of tells me that he may not have the confidence with his fastball.
The 2-1 pitch is inside and squibs away from Sisson for ball 3.
I used to love the 3-1 count. I knew the pitcher would have to go at me, and usually a fastball.
The 3-1 goes back to the curveball.
Amazing.
And he works the count full. Lexus comes set. The payoff pitch, fastball that's cut on and hit down the first baseline and goes foul.
Honestly, Colby should be, at the minimum, trying to get the ball out to the outfield.
The 3-2, that's in the dirt for ball 4.
Good at bat right there.
And that is the third walk of the inning. That'll load the bases.
Oscar had such a great game last night. I think he was 3 for 4. He was just hot. He's really come around as a freshman for Rouse Raiders.
Pitch down and away for a ball. He was actually 2 for 3.
Oh, 2 for 3, okay.
And he had 2 singles, a fly out to center, and you're right, 3 hits and 1 walk.
Okay.
Pitch misses for ball 2.
Yeah. This is very dangerous for Adam Alexis. He's flirting with danger.
The 2-0 pitch, that's down the middle for a strike. Wow. And the count goes to 2-1. Bases loaded with 1 out here in the top of the first. We're still scoreless. The Raiders threatening with only 1 out. This one is cut on foul, and that will even the count at 2-2. Ryan Galloway on deck. Galloway, the designated hitter this afternoon for the Raiders. Trevor Bradley last night was the designated hitter. The 2-2 pitch, this is cut on. This is hit out to right and goes foul. As the little bit of breeze kind of assisted it to push it out.
Rouse really needs to score here and take advantage of this opportunity given to him.
The 2-2 pitch, that's hit out into center.
Caught.
Solomon tags, and he will score.
Good piece of base running there. A lot of runners will freeze on the line drive. Keegan went right back to the bag and tagged.
Salazar with a sac fly to center. And 1 run has come in. That will bring up Ryan Galloway. Jamie Williams with the catch. Sam Walsh is going to run for Carter Heinrich.
That's a courtesy runner situation right there. Carter being the catcher.
2 on with 2 out as Galloway takes for strike 1. The 0-1, he tried to check his swing, but goes around for strike 2. 0-2 the count to Galloway. Alexis deals this high for ball 1. And usually if you can get through that first inning and shake off the jitters, you kind of settle in.
Right.
1-2 down and away, and that will even the count up at 2. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs with 2 on. And a 2-2 pitch. This is hit foul out of play.
Galloway spoiling a pretty good pitch right there.
Got a huge gap to left center. If he could hit that.
Wow.
Alexis deals. The pitch misses low. In fact, thought it was a strike, and they started to walk off. And that will
it missed low.
Work the count full. The payoff pitch inside for ball 4. And that will again load the bases. For Lucas Sparshoe.
A little chirping between the umpire and Leander coaching staff right there about the balls and strikes.
Alexis comes set. He deals. Pitch in for a strike. Nothing in 1 the count to Sparshoe. Pitch down and away. I'll tell you what, that was a pretty good-looking pitch.
Yeah, I think that did not catch the corner there. I kind of agree with the umpire on that one.
1-1 the count to Sparshoe. Pitch. This is fouled off for strike 2. So he just gets a piece on that breaking ball.
Yep. Amazingly enough, I mean, I think this is a big at bat in the ball game right now. Got to get another run in.
The 1-2 pitch misses low for ball 2. That will even the count. Bases loaded with 2 outs and a 2-2 count for Lucas Sparshoe. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for the Raiders in the first. Alexis able to work out of that jam, bases loaded twice, and ends up with only 1 run coming across. The Raiders get 1 run on no hits. They leave 3 on. On to the bottom we go. It's 1-0 Rouse. As the Lions will come to the plate, and leading off will be Alex Dunbar, followed by Noah Ruin and Garrett Landry. Daniel Norris takes to the hill for the Raiders to get things going here in the bottom. Seems like it's been a while since we've seen Daniel Norris pitch.
It has been. It's been 9 days, which is a long time in a regular baseball season. He pitched last Thursday. I believe it was April Fool's Day. So Adam Alexis got out of that first inning with no hits, 4 walks, 1 earned run, and 1 strikeout, 38 pitches. That's a really good job of the Rouse Raider batters making him work and work overtime. That's at least 2 innings of pitches that he had to do.
great afternoon for baseball. It couldn't get any better than this.
This is beautiful.
There's just
well, there might be one cloud, small little cloud in the sky, but proud to be an American today.
Yeah. Alex Dunbar comes to the plate as he'll face Daniel Norris for the first time this afternoon. Norris pitching exclusively from the stretch. He delivers a fastball, misses the outside corner for ball one. Lefty-lefty matchup with Dunbar at the plate. The 1-0 pitch, that's cut on and hit foul. Now we'll go out of play on down the third baseline. Noah Ruin on deck for the Lions. 1-1 pitch, that's high for ball two.
I don't think either pitcher is going to get the high strike today. Zone looks a little lower.
The 2-1 delivery, that's cut on and hit foul for strike two, and that will even the count.
Let's see if we can see a slow curve here or something that is crooked.
2-2 the count to Dunbar. 2-2 pitch, that's cut on and hit out to left center. Solomon has it, will get thrown back in. And the Lions pick up the first hit of the afternoon off of Daniel Norris. The shortstop, number 14, Noah Ruin, comes to the plate. Dunbar with the leadoff base knock. Garrett Landry on deck.
Oh.
Ruin takes for ball one.
Not sure where that one was. That looked like a strike to me.
That's why we call the games and we're not behind the plate, right? Well, we're kind of
exactly
pseudo behind the plate, so. 1-0, that's cut on, hit foul. That will even the count. He just gets a piece of it.
That's why they don't pay me for calling balls and strikes yet. That may be another career in my future.
Yeah, I've thought about that at one time, but I think I've gone beyond that time. Throw over to first, not in time as Dunbar was easily back in time.
Too many times I've been told, hey, if you think you can do it better, why don't you sign up? I might just do that.
Norris delivers. It's pitch cut on and missed for strike two.
Now, that was a nasty curveball.
1-2 the count. Defensively for the Raiders, Norris on the mound. Heinrich behind the plate. Forsell at first. Sparshoe at second. Diaz at third. Sparshoe at short. Salazar in left. Alepa in center. And Solomon in right. 1-2. This is cut on, hit foul, and out of play.
Yeah, Coach Krempine started the Sparshoe brothers up the middle. And, they did pretty well last night with that turning in a really nice double play. It's almost like they have a different form of communication.
1-2 pitch. Again, this is fouled off. And it's turning into a quality at bat for Ruin. The 1-2 for Norris is cut on and missed. A breaking ball in for strike three. That will bring up the third baseman, Garrett Landry.
That was a really quality breaking ball that just broke off the table. No chance, almost unhittable pitch.
Throw over to first, not in time. Dunbar was not that far off the bag. He's staying relatively close with a lefty on the mound.
These guys know each other so well that they probably play summer league ball together, and lots of smiles.
Breaking ball in for strike one as Garrett takes. One 1-0 pitch. This is cut on and hit out toward right. Solomon tracks. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Throw over to second will not be in time. Runners at first and second for the designated hitter, Dyron Dixon.
He is the most dangerous, probably the most dangerous batter in the district. I think he went 4 for 4 against us the last time we played him. And typically a first pitch fastball hitter.
He fouls this one off for strike one.
He's got super power to all fields. Just a tough matchup for any pitcher right now.
Dyron Dixon did go 4 for 4. He had 4 singles in that game. The 0-1 cut on and missed for strike two, and well placed by Daniel Norris.
I think he fooled him on that pitch selection. Dyron didn't have the typical aggressive swing.
0-2 the count to Dixon. 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the second, or the bottom of the first. The 0-2 delivery cut on and missed, and strike three on Dyron Dixon.
That's a huge strikeout there to get through that that particular challenge. He could have easily made it.
The first baseman, number 18, Dylan Capers, will come to the plate. Capers, the 5th batter of the inning for Daniel Norris. First pitch misses for ball one. Sisson on deck for the Lions. Norris looks back. The second, it comes in with the delivery, and it misses inside for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
Daniel needs
for
to come
Capers.
here. He needs to come with a strike here, some way, somehow.
Offering by Norris misses low for ball three, and that is the first 3-0 count of the afternoon for Norris. .30 pitch, breaking ball down the middle for strike one. 3-1 the count to Capers. Norris has a sign. He takes a look back at Dunbar. This is popped up towards center. Jake Alepa is calling it, and he makes the catch. And that will do it for the Lion first. No runs on 2 hits, 2 left on. After 1, it's 1-0 Raiders. On to the second we go. To do up for the Raiders in the second, Joe Sparshoe, Jake Alepa, and Keegan Solomon.
Good job of Daniel getting out of that jam, little jam, but no runs, no damage there. Good pitching.
I was able to get out of it through the top of their order.
That's going to be the key of the game, is to try to get that top of the order out of it, and try to peck away at the bottom of the order. Daniel, in comparison to the Leander pitcher, 21 pitches in that inning, 15 strikes. That's fantastic.
Lions tied for first in the district with Cedar Park, with Cedar Park's loss last night, but Cedar Park would hold the tiebreaker as they do have a win over the Leander Lions.
For now, but they still play again, and if they do split, then of course the Leander. I mean, if they were to all go undefeated all the way, which honestly, I think that's doubtful. This district is too good.
Adam Alexis back out on the bump. Defensively, go through the defense again for the Lions. Alexis on the mound, Sisson behind the plate. Capers at first, Cotton at second, Landry at third, Ruin at short, Wheatley in left, Williams in center, and Dunbar in right. First pitch to Sparshoe is a strike. Joe Sparshoe, the brother of Lucas Sparshoe. He cuts on this one for strike 2. And he is down in the count 0-2. The 0-2 pitch misses low for ball 1.
Joe's coming back from injury. Played last night. Did pretty well. I think he was 1 or 2 for 3, something like that.
I can tell you after this pitch, that pitch misses outside. That will even the count at 2. So last night, he reached on an error. He had 2 singles. This is cut on and hit over to short. Ruin has it. The throw to first in time. That will go 6-3 on the putout. So to go back to what we were saying about Sparshoe, he had 2 singles and he reached on 2 errors.
So he caused some commotion on the base paths.
Jake Alepa at the plate. He cuts on and fouls the first offering. Keegan Solomon on deck for the Raiders. The 0-1 gets the inside corner for strike 2.
That's what I'm talking about by a live fastball. That ball moved probably 2 or 3 inches back at Jake.
The 0-2 delivery is high for ball 1. One and 2 the count. And a pitch as he lays off on it and dropped third strike call. And he was caught looking for out number 2.
He tried to hold up, but the home plate umpire said that he went too far.
Back to the top of the order we go. Solomon cuts on this one. He pops it up. It's called by Jamie Williams. I'm sorry, folks. And that will do it for the Raiders' second. No runs on no hits. Nobody left on. They go in order. On to the second we go. Raiders leading this one 1-0 over Leander. Due up for the Lions in the second, Sisson, Cotton, and Wheatley. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching Raider Baseball on SHN Sports. I'm Michael Francis alongside Steve Kidhill. If you are tuning in for the first time, please hit like and subscribe to the SHN channel to keep up with Raider baseball throughout the rest of the season and hopefully into the playoffs and a deep playoff run.
Got our fingers crossed on that. You never know with the what kind of draw you'll get in the by-district round versus if you're going to catch a team. I mean, even this Rouse Raider team, we've had some injuries that we've had to overcome, and right about playoff time, our injured players are going to come back. And, there very well could be a deep playoff run for this, or maybe we don't even make the playoffs. I mean, it's that tough a district, so.
Well, you got a lot of competition. You got some must-win games coming up in this second half as the Raiders go 4-3 through the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sheriff, number 21, Caden Sisson.
So the catcher, Caden Sisson, will come to the plate to bat for the first time this afternoon. Raiders leading this one 1-0 as Leander comes to their turn in the bottom of the second. Norris delivers. This is cut on and hit out to left. Salazar over makes the catch, and that will do it for Sisson. One pitch, one out. That's as efficient as you get.
Good efficiency right there, yep. 100% efficiency.
That will bring up the second baseman, Jaron Cotton. First offering from Norris misses low for ball one. One 0 pitch sails high for ball two.
That curveball seemed to have got away from him just a touch.
Just a skosh.
Just a skosh, exactly.
2-0 the count. Pitch cut on and hit foul for strike one.
Great pitch right there, right on the outside corner. It was going to be called a strike. Only thing the batter could do is foul it off.
Both these two schools were just really evenly matched.
Yeah, definitely.
The 2-1 cut on and missed for strike
one.
two.
That's another one right there. That's very tough to hit unless he wants to go to right field. Doesn't look like the batter wants to go to right field. So
the count even at 2. Wheatley on deck. This is popped up and hit over to second. Sparshoe has it. And that will bring up the left fielder, Caden Wheatley. Nobody on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Wheatley takes for a strike.
It's the best pitch in baseball right there. Strike one.
The 0-1 delivery. This is cut on, hit foul down the third baseline. And Wheatley quickly down in the count, 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. This is fouled off.
I don't know if our TV cameras can see that, but it seems to me like that ball is moving, just tailing away from the batter quite drastically. Nothing straight.
The 0-2 misses low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caden Wheatley. The 1-2 pitch. This is hit into foul territory.
Oh, nice
Salazar
catch.
tracks it and makes the catch.
Salazar probably went 120 feet to catch that ball. He was shading towards center field, and that was a long, long run to catch that ball.
Lions go down in order on 3 straight fly balls. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. On to the third we go. Your Rouse Raiders leading this one 1-0 over the Leander Lions. Adam Alexis back on the mound to pitch the third. And due up for the Raiders. In the third will be Heinrich, Forcell, and Diaz.
Yeah, we should do some damage with that. Those 3. They've seen what he's got now and what Adam Alexis brings to the table, and they should start getting really aggressive with their swings.
Got a pretty good crowd here this afternoon.
Weather's perfect for it,
right?
Know?
Well, this is the thing about it, is relatively close as these schools are to one another, it's essentially almost a home game for both schools because you don't have to drive very far, so you get a lot of fans that show up.
Sure.
And a lot of students out here today.
It's amazing because I know just as many Leander folks than I know as I know the Rouse folks.
Carter Heinrich will stand in to get things started here in the third. It's hit down to first base side. The throw over to first will not be in time as it goes over. That will go down as an E3. On Dylan Capers, as he did not field the ball cleanly and it bounced away from him.
That's a tough ball to play because there was so much English on it. The spin was caused it to bounce a little funny, and it went off the first baseman's leg.
That will bring up Drew Forcell. The throw over to first, not in time as Heinrich dives back in. Actually, is it Heinrich or as Walsh brought out?
No,
came back out?
That's Heinrich. But
still Heinrich?
I would think that Walsh is finding a helmet.
Forcell shows bunt and lays off and takes for a ball. One and 0 the count to Drew Forcell. Alexis deals a high for ball 2. As Forcell once again showed bunt and then draws back.
He laid down a really nice one in the first inning.
He did have the sack bunt.
Yeah, making the run score. So getting the runner over to third, and that runner scored. So good piece of hitting there.
The 2-0, Forcell once again shows bunt and lays off for ball 3. And that's what Forcell does so well. He takes pitchers deep into counts, and here he has Alexis in a 3-0 count. And
it's evident he moved up the batting order into this 3-hole now, and I think it's a great place for him.
Well, he's just showing a lot of senior maturity in that spot. Ball 4.
Yep.
And that is the 5th walk issued by Alexis, which he seems to have his most struggles when he has runners on base.
I agree.
That would be my takeaway so far in this.
He's wild high as well, so I think there's a problem with finishing the pitch.
Colby Diaz will come to the plate. He takes for a strike.
I didn't like that call. Sorry, I'll just go on record. I didn't like that call. That's a ball outside, curveball that goes.
2 on with no outs here in the top of the third. The 0-1, this is hit out to the right. This will load the bases.
Good piece of hitting by Colby, not trying to do too much with that. Poked it into right field. Let Oscar, the freshman, do his job, and he's been proven already this year. So,
Coach Crimpine opting to let Heinrich run for himself. Bases loaded with no outs here in the top of the third. Alexis comes home. This one's fouled off for strike 1.
Here comes
Lions playing up on the infield grass.
I thought Sam Walsh was coming in as the courtesy runner there.
Alexis deals a breaking ball in for a strike, and
Ooh, okay.
Salazar down 0-2.
Well, definitely there's an outside corner today.
The 0-2 delivery. This is cut on and hit foul back out of play, and Salazar stays alive. And as you and I have discussed, and Lou, we discussed last night, you know, we look forward to the many years that we still have with this young man. He could literally be in the 8th grade this year, but he's actually a freshman. The 0-2, that's down and away for ball one.
Even more impressively, easy for me to say, right? I'm understanding that he's academically top of his class. In the top of his class.
1-2, he lays off for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strike count to Oscar Salazar. Bases loaded for the freshman. Alexis from the stretch. He sets and comes home, and the count works full. Salazar was down in the count 0-2, but has battled back to work it full.
Raiders are really making Adam work. 61 pitches and no outs in the 3rd.
The payoff pitch, this is popped up and fouled back out of play, and the count will remain full.
Just want to let you know I was going to save you from that.
I appreciate that, Bubba.
No problem.
You know, if it was going to look straight up in the sun, I wouldn't have been able to see it anyway. So I was just like, okay, if it comes down, maybe it knocks me out and Steve has to finish this one off.
We'd all be in trouble then.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Oscar Salazar. Adam Alexis on the mound. He deals this one tattooed out to left, and it is gone to the fence. This will score 2. And Salazar with a stand-up double.
Thought that had a chance to get out of here, actually, the way he hit that. Just had the right sound.
Raiders take a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd. 2 on with no outs for the designated hitter, Ryan Galloway. Galloway drew a walk his first appearance. And again, the Lions play up on the infield grass. He takes for a strike. The 0-1 gets the outside corner, a breaking ball for strike 2. The Raiders have put 2 across in this inning.
Really need to get another 1 or 2 more with this opportunity here. Don't want to waste opportunities at all.
The 0-2 offering. Not sure where that missed, but it did, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. I thought that he had him on that one. A nice pitch from Adam Alexis. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And Galloway caught looking for strike 3, and that was a nice breaking ball down and away. That will bring up Lucas Sparshew, the shortstop. Lucas, a senior, Joe, a junior, I believe. Sophomore.
Yes,
okay.
Sophomore. Mm-hmm.
Sparshew struck out in the first. He cuts on and fouls this one.
Sparshew needs to find a hole through the infield or hit a long fly ball. That's what he should be really looking to do. Hard ground ball through it, through the infield that's pulled in right now.
The 0-1 delivery fouls this one off for strike 2. He's check swing and a foul tip. Nothing into the count to Sparshew.
Leander's trying to cut down the run here at home on any ground ball.
The 0-2 pitch. This is cut on and hit out towards center. It'll fall in for a base hit in front of Jamie Williams. That will score 1 run.
That was fantastic hitting right there. Just poked one right in front of the center fielder.
Runners on the corners for the Raiders. And that will bring up the sophomore, Joe Sparshoe. Sparshoe grounded to short his first time up, and he'll take for a ball. Raiders have scored 3 in this inning. They have a 4-run lead over the Leander Lions here in the top of the third. 1-0 pitch, a breaking ball in for a strike.
That's the pitch.
It looks good right there.
He's going to call that. He's going to give that pitch a strike. So Raiders need to know that.
Well, it's not that Alexis is doing a bad job. He's not had the benefit of some calls.
True.
The 1-1. This is popped up and playable. And that will do it. As that's a Garrett Landry makes the play.
That's not an infield fly rule, but Joe Sparshoe needs to run that out to first base in order for them to not turn a double play. They could have turned a double play right there. The third baseman could have let that fall, throw it to first, throw it to second, and then throw it to first.
That will bring up the center fielder as he takes for a ball, Jake Alepa. Alepa struck out his first appearance. The 1-0, he foul tips this one for a strike, and that will even the count at 1. Solomon on deck. Runners on the corners. Salazar 90 feet away from scoring. The 1-1 pitch, this is fouled off for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Alexis takes a look over at first and comes home. And Alepa caught looking. And that will end the inning, but the Raiders scored 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2 on. On to the bottom we go. Your Rouse Raiders leading this one 4-0 over the Leander Lions. Daniel Norris makes his way back out to the mound to pitch the bottom. And due up for the Raiders, the Lions in the bottom will be Williams, Dunbar, and Ruin. Williams, the only Lion not to have batted yet.
Oh, okay. You know I'm all about pitch count. Watching these pitch counts, in UIL you only get 110, and then you're allowed to finish the batter, and then you are taken out for safety precautions. Currently, right now, through 3 innings, Adam Alexis has 77 pitches. So there's very little chance that he's going to finish the game. They will have to go to their bullpen. On the other hand, Daniel Norris is through 2 innings, of course, but he's only at 32 pitches. So he's on track. If he stays on track, he could finish this game.
Well, Norris has definitely proven his worth to the Raiders as he's become a solid number 2 pitcher for the Raiders.
Absolutely, yeah.
On the season. He held his own versus Cedar Park in that loss to Cedar Park. It was only after that he was relieved that the wheels fell off.
Correct. Yep.
Raider pitching just could not deliver, and Cedar Park took advantage of that. But up to that point, that game was definitely in reach.
That was definitely a great ball game until the 7th inning. 2-run ball game. That's 2 runs is not a definite thing here at this level.
Definitely not. Jamie Williams will come to the plate for the first time as he faces Daniel Norris to start things here in the bottom of the third. A swing and a miss from Williams for strike one on a pitch that was down and away. Alex Dunbar on deck. The 0-1 delivery, a breaking ball outside for ball one, and the count evens up. I'll tell you what, there is enough pollen in the air that it is just really working my throat.
There we go.
1-1 in for a strike, and that'll take it 1-2. Breaking ball on the outside corner, and you know, as you previously mentioned, there's just a lot of move on every pitch that Norris throws. The 1-2, that sails high for ball two. Evens the count up at 2-2. The 2-2, that's cut on and hit up the middle to short. Sparshoe has it. The throw to first in time, and just barely in time.
Just barely in time. I got to tell you, I paused for a second going, I don't know if he got him or not.
So. As Williams nearly legged that one out. Dunbar will come to the plate. He's 1 for 1. With a single. Norris delivers. This is cut on and hit up the middle towards second. Gets by Sparshoe as it hopped over.
Yeah, that was a tough hop.
And that'll be a single.
Yeah, he did not touch that.
For Dunbar, and it's just the way that it hopped. I mean, it's like it saw him there and hopped over him.
Yeah, he was there, but not much you could do about that.
That will bring up Noah Ruin. Ruin 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. 1 on with 1 out for Noah Ruin. A pitch in the dirt for ball one. Norris taking a little bit more time on this one. This is cut on, popped up, and hit out to center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit.
Not hitting him hard, but hitting him where they aren't. So.
That will bring up the third baseman, Garrett Landry. And Dyron Dixon will be on deck. Two on with 1 out. Garrett 1 for 1 with a single back in the first also. First pitch offering, this is fouled off. And playable.
Oh, what a play.
And Forsell makes the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2.
Huge play right there, but
in
great.
Foul territory.
Man. I don't know if the camera angle caught that or not, but, I mean, that was Willie Mays-esque.
That will bring up Dyron Dixon. Dixon 0 for 1. He struck out back in the first. Lions with 2 aboard here in the top of the third. Norris checks Dunbar at second and comes home. Pitch high and outside for ball one. Dixon, the 5th batter of the inning. The 1-0 just misses the outside corner for ball 2.
Have to be very, very careful with Dyron here. He's going to be super aggressive.
The 2-0 pitch, that's a curveball in for a strike, and Dixon wishes he had that one back.
Yep.
He was disappointed on that one after he saw it come by. He's like, that was my pitch right there. You could see the look on his face when he swung around. 2 balls, 1 strike, count to Dyron Dixon. Norris takes a look at Dunbar back at second, and he comes home. The 2-1 down and in for ball 3. And this is the count where your hitter where you want to be.
Yeah, it's dangerous hitter here.
The 3-1 offering, a strike down the middle, and Dixon upset with himself as he laid off. Norris works the count full. And the moment of truth. The payoff pitch, a breaking ball.
Yep.
Misses for ball 4. And to be honest, I don't think it missed, but I think that it arched so much that it was up out of the zone, he just did not call it.
I think the umpire and Dyron gave up on that pitch about halfway in, and very well could. That was a close call right there.
That'll load him for Dylan Capers. Capers flew out to center. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. And Coach Harris is going to call time, and he's going to see if he can settle Norris in.
Norris is only at 48 pitches right now, so got still more than half of his pitch allotment to go. So this is, I think this is a good conversation. Hey, go throw strikes, which is a easy message to get across, but easier said than done sometimes as well.
All you need is one. Bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Lions threatening.
Get a weak ground ball, third base.
1-0 the count to Capers. Norris from the stretch. He takes a look back and comes home. Fastball cut on and missed for a strike.
That one he revved up a little bit. A little bit harder than some of the other pitches that he's thrown.
1-1 the count. This is cut on and hit out towards right center.
There we go.
Solomon over makes the catch, and that will do it for the Lion 3rd. They get no runs on 2 hits. They leave them loaded. On to the 4th we go, with your Rouse Raiders leading this one 4-0. Due up for the Raiders, back to the top of the order, Solomon, Heinrich, and Forsell. Adam Alexis back out to pitch the 4th. Keegan Solomon will stand in. He's 0 for 1. He's flown out to center and walked. Alexis deals. Breaking ball inside for ball 1. A pretty good looking pitch, to be honest with you.
Good looking pitch. I just don't think it caught the inside corner. I mean,
1-0, a fastball down the middle.
Yeah, that was a no doubter.
That'll even the count at 1. The 1-1 delivery. This is cut on and hit out to left. This will fall in for a base hit.
Keegan stays hot.
With all but the second inning, the Raiders have gotten their leadoff batter on board.
Keegan's been hot all season long. He just very consistent player right there.
That'll bring up Heinrich. He's reached on an error and walked. He takes for ball one on a pitch that was down and away. Alexis from the stretch. The throw over to first, not in time as Solomon dives back in.
That always makes me nervous.
Right.
Just making it back in to first on time.
The 1-0 delivery, this has popped up, and it is playable. Capers over, he makes the catch. And that will do it for Heinrich.
Number 1, Andrew Purcell.
That will bring up the first baseman, Drew Forcell. He has walked and sacrificed. He laid down a sacrifice bunt back in the first to move runners to second and third. Throw over to first, not in time as Solomon dives back in.
That was kind of a courtesy throw just because Keegan hadn't even taken his full lead yet.
First pitch offering in the dirt and bounces away from Sisson for ball one. Alexis delivers high for ball two.
He just has not, the umpire has just not given up.
He's not giving up that top zone, not for either pitcher, so he's been consistent.
Correct.
As far as that goes. The 2-0 pitch, it is fouled off for a strike. Alexis comes set. He deals. Pitch on the outside corner for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's where he's been consistent as well, given that outside corner. I mean,
right.
I have no problem with that. Just call it for both teams.
2-2 the count. The throw over to first, not in time as Solomon easily back in. Diaz on deck. The 2-2 pitch misses for ball three, and the count works full.
Once again, Raider batters are really making Alexis work.
The payoff pitch misses low for ball four.
As a matter of fact, there is activity in the Leander bullpen right now.
Runners at first and second with 1 out for Colby Diaz. Diaz is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Alexis comes set. He takes a look at Solomon back at second. He deals for strike.
That's been a strike all day. Very consistently called.
The 0-1 delivery misses low for a ball. That'll even the count at 1. Oscar Salazar on deck. The 1-1 pitch, that's a chopper, and it's played by Garrett Landry, and throw to first will be in time. So that will go 5-3 on the putout. And that will advance the runners to second and third.
Yeah, productive out right there, moving the runners over. Getting a couple runners into scoring position now. Everybody should score on a base hit if that happens.
Salazar takes for a ball and pitch that was well outside. Not sure if that was intentional or not.
Yeah.
The 1-0 pitch. This is tattooed in to the left. This will score one.
Oh. I'm gonna go off and say I think Coach Krimpine wish he had that back. I think he should have, or he wanted to score Drew from second base. Drew had a good jump there and just looked like the ball came in a little slow from the outfielder.
That kid is a ball player.
Yeah.
For sure. Ryan Galloway will come to the plate, and he pops one up. Cotton over, he makes the catch, and that will do it for the Raiders in the fourth. They get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2 stranded.
Yeah, Oscar has really hit the ball hard today, hasn't he?
He has.
I mean, even on the line out, he lined one out to center field, which was probably hit harder than any of the other balls he's hit. So, pretty impressive freshman right there.
Daniel Norris makes his way back to the mound, and he will face the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Sisson, Cotton, and Wheatley. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in and watching Raider baseball and spending time with us on this Saturday afternoon. Once again, I'm Michael Francis alongside the one and only Steve Kidhill.
The honor is all mine to be next to greatness here.
Oh, he throws it back at me.
Uh-huh.
He said, I can play that game too.
If I were a guessing man, I would think that we're going to see a relief pitcher in the 5th inning for Leander. Adam Alexis is up to 94 pitches, and he only has 16 left. Not sure what they'll do, but that would be my guess. Bring in a new pitcher with a clean inning.
The catcher, Caden Sisson, makes his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He's flown out to left on a first pitch.
Yep.
Jaron Cotton on deck for the Lions. Norris delivers first pitch in for a ball.
I believe during Summer League, Daniel pitches to Caden, Caden being the catcher.
1-0. That pitch misses down and away for ball 2.
These two know each other very, very well.
2-0 the count to Sisson. The 2-0 breaking ball in for a strike.
Just beautiful pitch right there.
And that was a 12-6.
Yep.
Breaking ball.
Great.
2-1 the count. 2-1 delivery.
There's another one.
Goes right back with the very same pitch for strike 2.
I mean, both of those are nasty pitches. That
he pulls out the big nasty and gets 2 back-to-back strikes. Puts him in a position to win it, and Sisson calls time.
Now the batter's probably off balance, not knowing what to look for, whether it's going to be the curveball or the fastball. Daniel, I believe, has the advantage right here.
The 2-2 pitch, that's cut on and hit down to third base. Diaz has it, the throw to first in time. That will go 5-3.
Real solid play by Colby there, catching the ball on the short hop and firing it over to first.
Jaron Cotton The second baseman comes to the plate. He popped up to second for the second out of the inning back in the second. He takes for ball one. And I tell you, that's a pretty good-looking pitch, but he has just not gotten that call on that pitch all day long.
Yeah, I think and it's gone both ways. And I'm, very consistent.
The 1-0, this is hit out to left. Salazar tracks it, makes the catch, and that will do it for Cotton.
You get quick outs like that, it really helps keep you in the ball game for longer.
That will bring up the left fielder, number 11, Caden Wheatley. Wheatley 0 for 1. He flew out to left his previous at bat. And he tattoos this one. It's a high fly ball, and it's playable.
Nice
and
play.
Sparshoe makes the grab
That's
as he and Salazar tumble over each other in left field.
Let's make sure Salazar's okay.
There's drinks in the concession stand.
That will go F6 on the relatively shallow
Great pitching
fly ball
right there.
to left.
Looks
Fortunately,
like,
Salazar gets up and walks it off with
okay.
unaffected.
A great play. Man, we've seen some really good catches by the Raider defense today.
And another 1-2-3 inning for Norris on a very limited amount of pitches.
Yeah, we have as expected, we have a reliever in the game now. I'll have that in just a second.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jamie Williams comes on in relief.
There it is.
number 12, Eugene.
He's the center fielder, and it looks as though Wheatley has moved over to center, and number 5 has entered the game.
I will give you a number 5 in just a second. That looks like number 5 is Eddie Spear, spelled S-P-E-E-R. So that'll close the book on Adam Alexis. He goes 4 innings. He gives up 5 hits, 5 runs. 4 of them are earned. I'm showing 6 walks and 4 strikeouts on 94 pitches, 52 of them being strikes.
So defensively for the Lions now, Williams on the mound, Sisson behind the plate, Capers at first, Cotton at second, Landry at third, Ruin at short, Spear in left, and Wheatley in center, and Dunbar in right.
Next up for Rouse, number 23, Lucas.
Do you have number 15? I believe he just entered the game as well.
What spot?
In the first base.
Oh, first base? No, I do not. I missed that one.
And I'll get you a name. I believe it's Major Maiden.
First pitch from Williams in for a strike as Lucas Sparshoe stands in. Pitch fouled off for strike 2. So we'll correct that. 15, Major Maiden in at first base. I think everything else is correct.
Yeah.
Okay. The 0-2 pitch. This is hit back up the middle. This will be a base knock for Lucas Sparshoe.
That's just a great piece of hitting again. He going up the middle, not trying to do too much with it. He put it right back where he found it, basically. Almost hit the pitcher, which I don't root for at all since my son is a pitcher.
Blake Gonzalez will pinch hit for Joe Sparshoe. Runner at first with no outs here in the top of the fifth. Raiders leading this one 5-0 over the Leander Lions. It's an important district win right here if the Raiders can secure it. Throw over to first, and it goes over the outreach glove of Major Maiden, and that will see Sparshoe down to second. On the throw to first, that will go down as an E3, as he should have caught that. Not sure if he just was not quite ready for it.
Oh,
and
bunt.
Gonzalez lays down a bunt. The throw to first will be in time, but Sparshoe will advance over on the sacrifice.
You know, real important to get that runner over to third with one out. That allows the sacrifice fly to come in play. Who knows, maybe the...
and we have another pinch hitter, 34, Colin Correjo.
Number 34, Colin Correjo.
Yeah, as I expected, the Leander Lions are bringing their infield in to cut the run down. They don't feel like they can afford any more runs. So Colin's job is to get it over their heads, and any fly ball to the outfield should score Lucas Sparshoe.
Williams picks up the sign from Sisson, and he comes home. A breaking ball in for a strike, and that's really the first strike call at the top of the zone that he's given.
Agree.
That was a first.
That might have been just because it was a breaking ball right there, but the same spot that he's been calling ball all day long.
Yep. The 0-1 pitch, that is hit out to left. That will fall for a base hit and score Sparshoe.
Did exactly what he was supposed to do. Just get it over the infielders' heads.
Keegan Solomon will come to the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a walk. He has flown out to center and singled to left. One on with one out for Keegan Solomon. Williams from the stretch. He deals high for ball one. Raider bats really coming to life in the past two games, as they definitely showcased last night with a number of singles, doubles, and triples in the game. This is lined to short. There's 1 and 2. A double play, inning double play. That will go 6-4-4-3.
Okay. They just updated the scoreboard to 6-0. And I was going to ask you what you had the score as, because I have 6-0 on mine.
I've got 6 runs.
Okay.
So it is correct. Raiders get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 1 on. Or no, they don't. They turn to double play. They leave none on. And on to the bottom we go. Raiders leading 6-0 over the Leander Lions. Due up for the Lions in the 5th. The 9 1 and 2 hitters, that will be Jamie Williams, Alex Dunbar, and Noah Ruin.
Okay, so it looks like Lucas Sparshu re-entered the game, and so did Jake Alepa. They have re-entered the game. Joe Sparshu re-enters the game at second, and Jake Alepa re-enters the game at center field. They were just pinch hit for, and now they're back.
Daniel Norris back on to pitch the fifth. He's done an outstanding job so far here today. As he will face Jamie Williams to get this started here in the bottom of the fifth. Game moving quite a bit faster than it did last night. We're not quite an hour and a half into the game, and we're almost at an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Into it so far, and by this time last night we were in the top of the fourth.
Oh, wow. Inning and a half quicker today.
Williams swings and misses for strike one. Dunbar on deck, Ruin in the hole. The 0-1 delivery misses inside for a ball. That will even the count at 1. Williams 0 for 1. He grounded to short his first time up. He goes in a 2-2 count at the time. One pitch. This is cut on and hit out to center. Alepa makes 2 steps over and makes the catch for out number 1. And that will bring up Dunbar. Dunbar has been dangerous for the Lions as he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He was stranded at second and stranded at third. Stranded at third in a bases loaded situation back in the third. First offering is hit out to center. Alepa over, makes the catch. And that will do it for Dunbar.
Another efficient out right there.
That's another one pitch, 1 out. And that will bring up Noah Ruin. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. So he had that hopper, a fastball cut on and missed for strike 1. He had that hit up the middle that one hopped over Sparshu into left or into right field. The 0-1 pitch, that's cut on and hit just beyond the outstretched glove of Sparshu into right field. That'll be a base hit for Ruin. That will bring up Garrett Landry. He's 1 for 2. He has singled and popped up to first into foul territory. That phenomenal catch by Drew Forcell over the shoulder.
It's a big out here. You don't want 2 on with the on-deck batter, Dyron Dixon, to come up.
First pitch in for a strike. Delayed call by the umpire. I was like, okay, is that one?
I don't know why. I mean, the ball was right over the middle in the heart of the plate. Heart of the strike zone.
The 0-1 pitch, that's cut on and hit over to second. Sparshu has it, the throw to first, and that will do it for the Lions in the 5th. 4-3 on the putout of Landry. And on to the 6th we go. Your Raiders leading this one 6-0 over the Leander Lions. Due up for the Raiders in the 6th, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Heinrich, Forcell, and Diaz.
You know, I'll pause and say I think Daniel's done a great job today. Even when he's gotten into a little bit of trouble, he's gotten the big out. And to his credit, that he's pitching to weak contact. Not many hard hit balls against him at all.
Right. Getting a lot of pop-ups.
Getting a lot of pop-ups. And, you know, honestly, the Raiders are making the plays right now. So I see one error for us on the board. I'm not 100% sure where that came from in the game, but that might have been the Joe Sparshoe grounder. But that ball, that's not in my opinion, that's not an error.
I didn't rule that an error.
Yeah.
I do have 2 errors on the Lions, and I believe that was, you're probably right, they ruled that hop over Sparshoe.
That's just an unlucky hop, and it never hit him.
It never got a glove on it, and
yeah.
You can't rule it an error if he doesn't get a glove on it. Which has kind of been one of the things that you get with some infield or outfielders, or fielders in general, let me say, that if they see that there's a potential that they may not be able to make the play, they won't make the effort to put the glove on it so that it doesn't get counted against their percentage, their fielding percentage, and count as an error. Because the error is what counts against their fielding percentage.
Absolutely. Yep.
Carter Heinrich will stand in. He has a walk. He's reached on an error, and he's popped up to first. The first pitch from Williams is fouled off for a strike. Williams winds and deals a breaking ball that didn't break and stays high for a ball.
I don't know if that was a split finger or a.
I don't know. It had a spin on it.
Different kind of spin, yeah.
Almost like a screwball. This one cut on and fouled back out of play, and Heinrich down in the count 1-2. Drew Forcell on deck. One ball, 2 strike count to Carter Heinrich. The 1-2 pitch, that's hit out to center. Wheatley tracks it, makes the catch, and that will do it for Heinrich in the 6th. That will bring up Drew Forcell. Believe it or not, he doesn't have an at-bat. He's got a sacrifice bunt and 2 walks.
You know what? That's a productive day right there. Good at-bats all the way around.
First pitch offering he takes for a strike. Colby Diaz on deck. The 0-1 pitch. Great location for strike 2. Two strikes to Drew Forcell. Williams winds and delivers high for ball 1. I'm like you. We're going to get some burn today, Bubba.
Definitely.
You're especially going to get. You got shorts on.
Yeah. I'm a little worried what tomorrow is going to feel like.
1-2 pitch. This is cut on and hit up towards short. Landry plays it from third. And we'll get the out. 5-3 on the putout. A relatively soft roller.
Yep. Weak contact.
By Forcell, and that will bring up Diaz. Diaz has singled and walked, and he's grounded to third. Actually, it was a chop over to third, and then he advanced the runners to second and third.
Correct, yeah.
On the play. Jamie Williams on the mound. He delivers outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch inside, and surprisingly, he doesn't call that a strike. He's called that a strike all day. Or It looks like it's about to hit him, and then it tails back in. And he didn't get the call on that one. The 2-0 pitch right at the top of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike to Diaz. Salazar on deck. Sisson gives a sign, and Williams goes into his windup, and he deals high for a ball. Diaz in a 3-1 count.
Interesting. I didn't know you could go to the mouth when you're on the dirt.
I've seen several do it. They did it last night. 3-1, a swing and a miss. And the count goes full.
He went to the mouth, went to the dirt. Still don't know about that, but maybe that's a higher level.
Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count to Colby Diaz. Williams delivers into the dirt for ball 4, and he issues his first walk of the afternoon.
Number 8, Oscar Salazar.
Raiders with 1 on, with 2 out for Salazar. Salazar 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and a sacrifice to center. Williams from the stretch, he deals. Breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike.
Tough pitch. That's a pitcher's pitch right there.
Galloway on deck. The 0-1 misses high, and that will even the count at 1. This one popped up. It's an infield fly. Cottenover makes the catch. And that will do it for the Raiders in the 6th. They get no runs on no hits. They leave 1 on. After 5.5, the Raiders lead this one 6-0 over the Leander Lions. Daniel Norris back out to pitch the 6th. He will face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Dyron Dixon, Dylan Capers, and Caden Sisson as on the lineup, but I believe Capers was replaced by Maiden, so we should see Maiden on deck.
You know, at the high school level, you don't worry too much about the lefty-righty, righty-lefty matchup. I know Major Maiden is a lefty hitter, so it's a little unconventional to pinch hit a right-handed hitter against a left-handed pitcher and then put in a lefty, the lefty-lefty matchup. But
right.
At this level, you just got to run with it.
I can tell you, as a parent of a former lefty for Rouse, he hated lefty-lefty matchups.
Yeah.
He always wanted to throw to a righty.
Yep.
And lefties gave him the most trouble.
It does look like Major is coming in. He's on the on-deck circle now, so interesting going against the baseball philosophy, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Larry Dixon.
Dyron Dixon is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. And this one is popped up to right. Solomon over and makes the catch.
And there's another 1-pitch, 1 out.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 15, Major Mason.
Major Maiden will come to the plate and facing Norris for the first time tonight. He takes for a strike that breaking ball on the inside for strike 1. And it's good to see because the umpire's calling that inside for both
Sure.
lefties and righties.
Oh, yeah.
And again, he goes back with that same pitch, which he did earlier in the game that you and I talked about, and he ended up getting the strikeout. The 0-2 delivery, a fastball hit out to right. Solomon tracks it, makes the catch for the second out, and that will bring up the catcher, Caden Sisson. Sisson 0 for 2. He's flown out to left and grounded to third. First offering from Norris misses for a ball. The 1-0, this is hit up the middle to second. Sparshoe has it. And that will retire the side. 4-3 on the putout to the soft roller from Sisson. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. After 6 complete, it's 6-0 Rouse.
That was a 6-pitch inning for Daniel. Just fantastic pitching right there. 6-pitch inning, 5 strikes, one ball. And that one ball, that was pretty close.
Well, due up in the 7th for the Lions will be their 7, 8, and 9 hitters, which have been unproductive. They do not none of those batters have been on base. It's all been flyouts and 1 ground out for the 6 appearances from those 3 spots. Jamie Williams back on to pitch the 7th for the Lions, and due up for the Raiders, Galloway, Sparshoe, and Sparshoe. You know, the one thing about it is we're seeing so much better officiating this afternoon than we saw last night.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. This crew has done a very good job.
This umpire behind the plate has been consistent throughout the entire game. Galloway stands in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. It's a strikeout. He was caught looking back in the 3rd, and then he popped up to 2nd. 0-1 the count to Galloway. Williams deals, gets that outside corner for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch, that hits him.
Yep, it hit him.
That will bring up Lucas Sparshoe.
Another time we get the lead runner on.
Sparshoe is 2 for 3. He has singled twice and struck out.
Was that 5 of 7 innings we've had the leadoff runner on? That spells a good chance to always, when the leadoff runner gets on, it's almost a 50% chance better that you're going to score a run that inning.
Sparshoe fouls this one off for a strike. One on with no outs here in the top of the 7th. Raiders leading this one 6-0. Jamie Williams on the mound for the Lions with Lucas Sparshoe at the plate. Throw over to first, not in time as Galloway dives back in. Nice, comfortable day here at the Diamond at Leander. Second offering from Williams. Foul tipped for a strike.
Well, here comes the wind and all the pollen. Look at all this.
Oh, I know, it's all over the place. And like I said, my throat is just really feeling it right now.
Wow.
0-2 count to Sparshoe. Williams from the stretch. He brings it home outside. Throw back pick down to first, not in time. Pitch misses for a ball. 1-2 the count. One on with no outs. Galloway extends his lead at first. Pitch from Williams. This is hit back up the middle to second, over to second, back to first to complete the double play. That will go 4-6, 6-3. On the double play. And that will bring up Joe Sparshoe. Sparshoe 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and popped up to third. He takes for ball one. Raiders have hit into 2 double plays this afternoon.
Yeah, kind of unusual, but you know, it's one of those good Leander Lion defense has been able to execute those.
The 1-0 down and away for ball 2. Jake Alepa on deck. The 2-0 pitch, it's foul tipped for a strike. 2-1 the count to Sparshoe.
Looks like that might have caught the catcher just a bit. Umpire's going out and giving him a little bit of time. He says he's okay to his coach, and it's just the unwritten courtesy of baseball.
Two ball, 1 strike count to Joe Sparshoe. The pitch inside for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Nobody on with 2 outs. The Raiders hit into a double play to erase the base runners. This is hit back up the middle to short. Ruin has it. The throw to first in time. 6-3 on the putout. Raiders get no runs, no hits, nobody left on. On to the bottom of the 7th we go. Daniel Norris back out to pitch the 7th and looking to close this game out.
Yeah. I think he has plenty of pitches left. Yeah, he's only at 73 pitches, so he definitely has the ability to close this thing out.
And as I previously mentioned, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters are coming to the plate, and none of those fellas have a hit. And nor have been on base.
Yeah. I think the big key thing right now is for Daniel just to throw some strikes and, put it up there. If they hit it, great. These the base runners aren't going to matter at the moment. Play to your 6-run lead. As another analogy I can put out there is play big stack poker and just make them hit it. Use your defense.
And defense has played solid this afternoon.
Absolutely.
I have no errors. Their scorekeeper has an error that they charged to Joe Sparshoe on that hop. But he never gloved the ball. He did make an attempt to field it.
I respectfully disagree. First of all, he did go down. He left his feet, so he was in a sliding position, and the ball made a funny hop and went over his glove completely.
Yeah.
Clean.
He did. Yeah, he did make the attempt, but he never touched it.
He never touched it. Absolutely. So, if the official scorer is going to give him an error, that's a really tough.
As you and I know from our experience, it's just the parent running the scoreboard up there. So
it's just a tough error to give.
Although the home book is the official book for the game.
Yeah, I don't know what the home book says, but that to me that's a clear base hit. So
right, I credited with a base hit, and the hitter definitely wants the base hit.
The only person that doesn't want a base hit on that and scored on that is
we
the
do
pitcher.
we do have a pinch hitter.
Okay.
Number 22.
I'll find out in just a moment.
This is cut on and hit out to right. This is going to go over the head of Solomon to the fence. And that will be a double.
Lucas Flores.
For Lucas Flores.
Hey, they're looking. The Raiders just need to play it like that. There's no runner on. Let him go. That run doesn't mean anything. If he scores, it's 6-1. It doesn't matter. Let's get some outs.
Number 11, Caden Wheatley stands in. He's 0 for 2. And he fouls this one down the third baseline for a strike. And down in the count, 0-1. Jamie Williams on deck. Hits this one back up the middle to Sparshoe. The throw to first in time. That will go 6-3 on the putout.
That's what you need. You don't worry about the runner at third. Just go ahead and trade the outs. Need 2 more.
That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the pitcher, Jamie Williams. Williams 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and popped out to center. And he takes for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, a breaking ball, just misses on the outside corner.
That was just a little too far outside. I agree with the umpire, which is very rare, but I know.
Yeah. Commonly referred to as blue. Pitch in the dirt, and it's behind the umpire for ball 3.
Yeah, I heard from the stands, no freebies, and that's really what we need to do here is challenge the hitters and make them swing.
Really need to get through the bottom of this order with at least 2 outs, you would hope. Three balls, 1 strike count to Williams. Norris comes set. He delivers inside for ball 4. And that will bring up the top of the order in Alex Dunbar. Coach Harris calls time. He wants to go talk with his infield. Not making a change. We've determined that the changes happen when Coach Krempine makes the mound visit.
Coach Harris has the words of advice. Coach Krempine has the hook. He's had enough. He's done.
All right.
He's the decision maker out there. So.
Yeah, and I noticed that Andrew wasn't talking his way out of that one last night, especially on a limited pitch count as it was anyway.
Sure.
And he was like, you know, you're not getting the calls, and your frustration's starting to mount. We need to get you out, so don't try to talk me into leaving you out here.
No, it was the right move.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, the whole family, my whole family was saying, okay, it's time to make a change. We were happy.
Dunbar 2 for 3. He has singled twice and flown out to center. That first pitch gets away from Norris for a ball. Breaking ball, he loses the handle and it just sails way high. Great job by Heinrich to keep it from going to the backstop. The 1-0 pitch to Dunbar.
Oh. Ooh, Daniel's a little upset about that one. He was wondering where that call was. That's an outside corner.
So, well, I mean, it looked pretty good to me down the middle, to be honest with you. I agree with him on his perception of that. That's a chopper goes foul. And it could have been dangerous if it stayed in because Forsell could have tagged the runner and thrown home to get the double play. So it actually works to the Lions' favor that it went foul.
Yep.
2-1 the count to Dunbar. Norris comes set. He delivers high and outside for ball 3.
That one pitch changes the complexion of this at-bat completely because, you know, if that pitch is called a strike, it's 2-2.
We do have some activity in the Raider bullpen right now. This is cut on and hit out to left. Salazar makes the catch for out number 2.
Wow. Just need one more out.
The Lions down to their final out with Noah Ruin coming to the plate. Ruin is 2 for 3. He has struck out and singled twice. The top of the order is what's given Norris the most amount of trouble this evening or this afternoon.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they've been on fire.
Breaking ball.
Oh, whoa.
Just misses, and I tell you what, that was a good pitch. I'm
Don't
surprised that it wasn't.
Man.
Wasn't a strike, so. The 1-0 delivery. This is popped up and playable. Drew Forsell can close this one out, and he makes the catch, and that will do it. Daniel Norris completes the complete game shutout of the Leander Lions.
Fantastic performance by Daniel. You know, just pitching out of trouble, pitching out of some jams, and just clutch performance. Daniel definitely is the player of the game, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. But, I mean, you got to credit the Raider bats tonight.
Then the Raider bats came alive, too. I mean, Oscar Salazar, golly, he put 4 really good at-bats up there, too. So,
well, they gave Adam Alexis all that they wanted in the game tonight.
Yeah. Hey, good
Thank
to see you.
Yeah. So, just an outstanding effort by the Raiders tonight, and just showing the toughness of this district. They had a 1-run loss to Leander in the first round, 7-6, and they come back and get a complete game shutout from Daniel Norris tonight, which really has to bolster his confidence, because that's his 7th win of the season.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, he's just really come out of nowhere and put some really good pitching performances out there. Look, the Raiders are all giving him a little congratulations shoves.
So, an outstanding effort. Definitely need to post that out on social media for his effort this afternoon. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of him, or I'd do it myself. But
we will get some. I believe there's been some photographers here today, so definitely that'll go out on social media. Wonderful.
Daniel Norris getting the complete game shutout of the Leander Lions through the course of the game. He only allowed 6 hits for the game, and Steve is looking his numbers up right now.
So, they haven't updated yet. There we go. So, Daniel Norris' stats were 7 innings, 6 hits, no runs, only 2 walks. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And to his credit, he only had 2 strikeouts, but he was pitching to weak contact. That's exactly his game, and he got it. He got a great defensive performance from the Raiders. So, good team win.
It was a good team win, and that will help the Raiders in their standings as we have Liberty Hill coming up Tuesday.
Yeah, another big matchup against Liberty Hill. Liberty Hill, depending on how they did today, we're in that 3-team tie for 3rd place. Leander was in that 2-team tie for 1st place. So we creep a little closer to Leander, and we put a game, depending on what happened today with Liberty Hill and I'm not even sure who they were playing today, but Liberty Hill's game and Georgetown's game, we may have creeped into 3rd place. So
Raiders looking for redemption on Tuesday versus Liberty Hill. That was the game, and I've talked with Coach Crimping, where Mason Bowers got the start coming off of injury, and he just really struggled in that first inning, and Rouse got behind and just couldn't catch back up. And
momentum thing that just couldn't do.
and he regretfully admitted he should have started. I believe he said he should have started Norris in that game.
Should have started Norris.
And so he regretted that. Raiders looking for redemption to bounce back and pick up a victory versus Liberty Hill. That will be a home game on Tuesday night.
7 o'clock.
At 7 o'clock. And then Friday, I believe that we're at Glenn.
At Glenn, yes.
For the week. And then the following week will be some exciting times. Now, we will not be broadcasting the non-district contest on the 24th.
24th, correct.
Down in Hayes. Most likely, Coach Crimping will do as he did with Stony Point and give players the opportunity to play that haven't gotten to play.
Correct.
Because it's a game that doesn't count. It doesn't matter. So, and then we'll close out the following week, the 30th, I believe, against Marble Falls at home.
Yeah,
so,
we'll have, of course, we'll have Cedar Park away, and then Marble Falls. The last 2 games are Cedar Park and Marble Falls. So.
Right. So
good stuff.
Well, for Steve Kidhill, I'm Michael Francis. The happy score today: Rouse Raiders 6, Leander Lions nothing. We'll see y'all on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock back at Rouse versus Liberty Hill. Have a good